Okay, this song has 4 chords in it. 3 really, one of them, 2 of them are almost the same thing. So 3 things. One of them is G, which we've talked about before. G, you put your, couple ways to play this. Put your middle finger on the first string. Let's just call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First string, your index finger on the second string, and your ring finger on the 6th string. G. You'll need that one. The other way is this way. Since it involves the pinky, you might not want to do this yet. So there's this chord, the G, the D, which has the index finger on the 3rd string, the ring finger on the 5th string. Did I say 3rd string? This is the 4th string. Sorry, 4th string. Index finger on the 4th string, ring finger on the 5th string, and middle finger on the 6th string, the D. You play this note, the 3rd string, open, and you probably don't play the top 2 if you can avoid it. This one's okay, but this one doesn't really fit the chord. So a fancy person takes their thumb and blocks these chord strings off. Other people just try not to hit them. It's not a tragedy if you do, though. So that's G and D. And then there's basically the one more, the C chord. So your index finger, no, this is your ring finger. Ring finger on the 2nd string, middle finger on the 3rd string, and your index finger on the 5th string. I think I'm probably numbering the strings backwards from the way other people would, but whatever. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the G, the D, the C. The other chord is the C chord. Take your index finger off. This is an A minor 7. Sounds a lot like a C. But there's a difference, and it kind of brings the tension into this song. So those are the 4 chords. The most important thing to do in a song is to make it sound in time. If you don't play in time, it doesn't sound like music. So let me show you what I mean. In time means you go... By the way, that's the way the chords are actually played. I probably should have mentioned that. It's G, G, D, D, A minor 7, G, G, D, D, C. So there's our 4 chords. It's G, then D, A minor 7, and then you do the exact same thing, except instead of the A minor 7, you put the C. So those are the chords. What I'm saying about the timing, the rhythm, not the rhythm, the timing, I don't know what I said earlier. The timing is the issue. To get the timing right, you don't want to do this. This is the ultimate crime. So what I'm doing here is the very typical mistake of the early player. You play, when you got your G chord down, your finger's already there, you play at the right time. But then it takes you a while to get to the D chord. Your fingers are struggling to get down there, and then when you get there, you play it back at that same tempo you were playing at the beginning. Same time as you were playing at the beginning. Not okay. This is the ultimate crime. You have to play in time. There shouldn't be this pause where you struggle to get your fingers on. So you have 2 choices essentially. You can play super, super slow. So you give yourself time to get your hand there. That's one choice. A little frustrating choice though, because the song isn't that slow, and so when you try to play with it and sing with it, it's not going to sound really right. If it does, if it feels right to you to play that slow, then do it. That probably is the best way to do it, because the other option is to practice, to play these chords over and over again until you can make the chord changes from one chord, change to the other chord in time. So, and when I say in time, I mean in the step of the time, in the timing. So, what you should do then is you need to practice going from the G to the D. That's one. So let's practice that over and over again. We just go. I think I just missed. Yep. Actually, I'm practicing going from the G to the D, and then from the D back to the G. You don't need D back to the G in this song. It will never happen. But still, it'd be nice to get it. If you're going to practice, you could do that. Or you could just do this. And then go back to the G. And just keep doing it. Start off real slow. Probably slower than that. Whatever it takes to make it so that you can count with it, or have a metronome or somebody else count. Whatever it takes so that it's all even. What do I mean?